Hello everyone and welcome to Thursday. The very first thing I want to tell you about is this painting. This is Mal's Autumn Night painting. She worked on it for a few months, 2 months, something like that. It is Mal's biggest painting she's ever painted. It is 24 by 30. It is very, very large. It's extremely detailed. Mal really played to her strengths, in my opinion. There's a lot of detail in all of the foliage and the moon and everything. It's a beautiful piece. It is what is referred to as an oversized package, and this is something that we've just learned. Because Mal normally paints 18 by 24s and they go into a particular size box, and we know what the shipping routine is for that, that's easy. This is bigger, and we thought, oh, it just requires a bigger box, and the shipping will be a little bit more. Nope. It does require a bigger box, and the shipping is more, but because the added dimensions of the box exceed a particular size, it is called oversized, which adds an additional $250 surcharge to shipping, which means that in the continental US, shipping this thing is $450. It could be like a little bit less depending on where you are, but we have it priced at $450. Obviously, if you pay too much, we refund whatever the difference is, but probably between like $380 and $450. That's a lot. That's way more than shipping normally is. Shipping for Mal's paintings is usually in the like $40 to $60 range. And because it's so much more, we've decided to allow local pickup for the first time ever. We've never done it before because we've never had to do it, but we know that like for a lot of people, it would be cheaper to drive here than pay $450 in shipping. So it also means that Mal probably won't be doing any more 30 by 24 paintings because that's crazy. And obviously it's really limiting to people, which is bad. Next thing I want to talk about, it's blue. Let's make it not blue. There we go. Next thing I want to talk about is this boy. He is no longer drugged. The drugs have worn off. He's doing pretty good. He's basically back to normal for the most part, with the exception being that his appetite has not fully returned from yesterday. He was on a lot of drugs, and as a result, his appetite's not back yet. In fact, he didn't eat really anything at all until this morning at like 7:30 or 8 a.m. He finally ate some food. He did have some baby food. Last night, because we were like, he hasn't eaten anything. We wanted him to eat something. We opened up a can of Gerber baby food, or jar, and he puts his little head in and licks it up, and that gave him some calories, which is good. But this morning when I woke up, I was like, he didn't eat any of his dry food last night. Like, he's still clearly, like, drugged. So I took him downstairs, and I gave him some wet food and some, we have these things called Pure Bites. It's just freeze-dried chicken. And he loves those, so he was eating some of those, and I put it on his wet food, and he was eating some of his wet food. And then it's like his brain woke up. He was like, wait, food is good. So after eating his wet food, we have a bowl of dry food that sits right next to it downstairs, and then there was still some dry food in there from yesterday. So he just like started eating that. And I was like, do you want more of that? And he was like, yeah. So I gave him more dry, and then he ate that. So like he's starting to get back to normal, but he basically didn't eat almost anything at all yesterday. So I'm surprised he's not hungrier, but I guess we're getting there, huh? Slowly but surely. Oh, sweet boy. Sweet boy. He has been very, very loving this morning. Very loving. I think it's just yesterday was a lot for him, and it was. It really was. So today, he's feeling a little more normal, and I think he's just appreciative of the fact that there's some normalcy returning. Good boy. He's all set. I've left him some food. And now, we being Mallory and me, not Kepler and me, are going on a date. It's a lunch date, but it's time for our date. We try to do a date like twice a month. Mal is the one that picked the location this time. So, Mal, I don't even know where we're going.
Capital Club 16?
Capital Clubs.
Capital 16.
Okay, and what is that?
German.
German?
It's a place I've wanted to go for a long time now, and I found out they were closing, and tomorrow is their last day.
Oh, So we should definitely go. Okay, well, let's go. So we went to the Capital 16 place. We started with the breadsticks.
Yeah.
We'll call them breadsticks. Pretzels with beer cheese. They were very good. And then we shared our meal. We had a fried bologna sandwich, which was very good.
Yeah, that was very good.
Don't normally associate the word bologna with good, but it was, German bologna. It was very good. And then what's the other thing we had? Just like a sampler?
Yeah, a sampler of sausage.
With sauerkraut. Yeah. I haven't had sauerkraut in a long time. And you know what? I don't know how I feel about it.
Sometimes I feel like I'm okay with it, and sometimes I'm like, nah, I don't want it.
It's like I don't hate it, but I don't like it. I'm somewhere in the middle on that. But everything else was really, really good. And we'll never eat there again because they close tomorrow. As one final aspect of our date, we got pie. We went.
Pie.
There's a little pie shop that Mal knew about and likes, and we got a little slice of pie. What kind did you get?
Raspberry lemon.
And mine is dark chocolate. It's very good.
They're known for their crust.
The crust is very good. You gotta try some of mine. It's basically,
You got it, so I can
yeah, it's like eating chocolate mousse.
That is very good.
Right.
Very different than mine.
Oh wow. Oh, the lemon. The lemon and the chocolate are very different.
I almost got key lime.
That also would have been very different than this. This is good. This is very good. This has been fun. Thanks for choosing that place. Yeah. I've got some work to do today, this afternoon. But this evening, I think we're going to try and watch a movie. I don't know what yet, but something. We decided to keep, I guess, this week's theme of 1986 going by watching the Three Amigos. It's a movie that I had vague memories of from when I was a kid. I remember it being on the TV, but I don't think I've ever seen the whole thing. Mao hadn't seen it, so we watched it. It was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun. Chevy Chase, Steve Martin, and Martin Short are all very funny and very good together. It was fun to finally see it. I don't have any other things about.
I'm reading the IMDb page because I like to read the trivia.
Yeah. It's fun to there's some classic movies, classic comedies and stuff that I haven't seen. So it's nice to watch it. Oh, we never talked about the fact we finished Futurama.
Oh yeah, we did.
We finished Futurama yesterday, so we were done with the series. It's 11 seasons.
It
I don't
depends
remember
how it gets counted.
Well, we watched all of it, and the final thing we saw was the
Hulu season.
Yeah, and the Hulu season was pretty good.
I thought it was okay.
It was pretty good considering that there was a 10-year gap.
Yeah.
I think you have to kind of take that into consideration.
Yeah.
But it was, it was pretty good. They had most of the same voice actors come back. Yeah. I don't think it was as good as the previous season.
Yeah.
But it was it was reasonably good. And it was only 10 episodes. But yeah, Futurama, done. Three Amigos, done. Took a lot less time to watch this. Yeah. We are old, though. And the reason I say we're old is that we got about 3/4 of the way through the movie, and Mao was like, can we pause it? I need to rest my eyes for 5 minutes.
I was up early. I was up at 4 a.m. with a nightmare, and then I fell back asleep for a short time, and then I had to be up because I had to take the car to get an oil change at 6:30.
I paused the movie, and within a minute, Mao was out, and I'm just sitting here, and then I'm exhausted. I'm like, oh my God. And then I laid down, I was like, hey, I need to lay down too. So then we're both just laying here, and Kepler had been upstairs, and I heard him come down the stairs. So we laid here for like 10 minutes. And then we're like, okay, now we're up. So it has been a long day. I'm looking forward to getting some sleep. There's one final thing. It's like a little Kepler update. He's not eating a lot. And it's not ideal. Ever since he got home from the cardiologist yesterday, his appetite has been very, very minimal. And like yesterday, I was like, okay, well, he's still drugged, so like whatever, it's not a big deal. And then, I did breakfast stream, and I had gotten him to eat just a little, not a lot, but just a little bit this morning. And, I took care of his pills, and we went out for lunch because we did our date day, and then we came back, and I had left him some dry food, and he hadn't eaten any of it. And I was like, okay. So then throughout the day, I've kind of tried to entice him here and there, and he just really is not super interested. And then tonight, I gave him his pills, because so many pills. And I was just like, I need to get him to eat something. So I gave him several different wet and several different dry. And I was giving him treats. And like he was eating some, but like not anywhere close to what he should be eating. Like not even close. Like he ate basically the equivalent of, a small handful of kibbles over the course of the entire day. So obviously that's not great. That's a little concerning. I don't know if like the drugs that they gave him at the cardiologist like nauseated him or something, and he's just not that interested. But I've been trying, and at least he's eaten something, which makes me feel okay. And he's drinking. That's good. He's drinking water. He hasn't puked or anything, but that's not ideal. So if in the morning he's still not eating anything, like he's still like, I don't like food, I'm going to call the cardiologist, because they said they wanted to know, and just be like, hey, he isn't eating now, to see, what's up. Because like he is on new meds, but he started those new meds tonight. So he was not eating like before the new meds. So I just don't know what changed. Yeah. Anyway, again, just trying to be transparent about the process. But I'll call him tomorrow if I need to. And I'm just crossing my fingers that he'll be like, oh, wait, I like food. Food good. And he ate a little bit this morning, and I thought he would be all right. And then the rest of the day he was like, actually, no. Me and food, we're not friends. At this point, everything is just completely anxiety-inducing, and it sucks. I'm trying to do the best I can, but, it's a two-way street. I need him to do his part, and I don't know why he lost his appetite so much, but I'll work on that tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?